Hello, my name is Aaron Lee, and the art movement and game I've decided to compare between is Art Nouveau and Yoshitaka Amano's work in the Final Fantasy series. To begin with, Art Nouveau was considered and still is a philosophy, style of art, architecture, and applied art that was most popular during 1890 to 1910. This particular style of art was inspired from forms and structures in nature, but also in curved lines as well. Back then, architects and painters tried to harmonize with the natural environment and created beautiful pieces of art and sculptures. Now, the reason why I am explicitly biasing on just Yoshitaka's work is due to the amount of artists that were and are still involved with the franchise. You still have Tetsuya Nomura, Akihiko Yoshida, Hideo Minaba, Nao Ikeda, Toshiyuki Itahana, and Isamu Kamiko Kyoru, and many more. However, towards Amano's work, he influenced it on early Western comics, Japanese woodblock prints, and mostly Art Nouveau. Most of his influential pieces were from the Final Fantasy series, but also from other games like First Queen back in 1987. Currently, he has established his own film production company, Studio Develoka, and plans to direct 3D anime in the near future. Now, a lot of these images that I'm going to show you are part of the concept designs from Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 2, Final Fantasy 6, Final Fantasy 8, and Final Fantasy 10. The majority of these pieces are similar to a lot of the famous Art Nouveau pieces, but visually carry Japanese influence on them. Here is a comparison between Final Fantasy 1 artwork of the Warrior of Light and the Art Nouveau portrait of Le Divan Japonais. First, note the facial expressions and features between both portraits. The two faces from the Warrior of Light are extremely similar to the pale, short-nosed face of the woman in Le Divan Japonais. Also, to note that the posture and environment in both portraits carry a majestical yet elegant posture and sense. Another comparison would be between Amano's art of Final Fantasy X, Titus and Yuna, and Raoul Francois Larche's Le Chaos Tanzerin, which is a gold-plated lamp from the 1900s. Again, note the posture and characteristics of the face between Titus and Amano's work and the woman as a stand in the lamp. Both carry distinguished features that make it look super identical to one another. Also, if you've noticed, the form between both models are quite thin. Titus wasn't designed to be a super muscle-toned character, but as a lean and sturdy-looking young man with some defined muscular structure, as well as the woman in Larch's piece. Her form underneath her dress make her look defined to be well fit and thin. Both models are able to achieve that form by harmonizing with the curved lines that emphasize on their physique. To conclude to this subject, it is without a doubt that Final Fantasy in its current state has definitely evolved from the earlier concept designs that Amano has worked on with the older series of the franchise. It goes without saying that the French culture has made a huge impact on the history of Japan. To be able to identify and state this impact is not only a standpoint of visual art of historical French culture, but also a design viewpoint in the making of Final Fantasy series that we know today. Thank you.